So hello guys, this is the next topic that I am selecting for discussion, and yes, it's a huge topic and it has a lot of concepts involved in it. So chemical coordination and integration. So from this particular analysis chart that I have selected, by seeing all the questions that were asked in the recent years, it is understandable that wide variety of questions are being asked from this particular topic. So in this particular topic, you are supposed to learn each and every endocrine organ in great detail, their structural aspect as well as what all features are there, along with the hormones that they produce and the action of the hormone, which is also important for us. So more than the structure of the organ that is producing these hormones, the effect of the hormones or the action of the hormones, it is what is being focused in the NEET exam. So if I just start telling you what are the concepts that they are testing in the NEET exam, you know that this is a wide variety of concepts. If you just see this, see how many questions are they asking. So per year you will get one or two questions from, not one, you will get more than one question from this particular chapter as it is. So in 2007 you see GnRH and its action. So yes, it's a pituitary hormone, then growth hormone along with that. So two questions were there. Along with that, in 2016, see there were two exams in 2016. So in these two exams, this was the questions in the second exam, NEET 2, and this was the question in NEET 1. So see, all these concepts were being tested in the NEET 1 and these concepts were tested in the NEET 2. One important interesting feature of this particular chapter is that it has its own extension towards those concepts that are taught to you in the topic of human reproduction in class 12th. So in human reproduction, there are a different set of hormones which are also produced by endocrine organs, the ovary and the testis, and sometimes the adrenal cortex also, that is zona reticularis, also produces these sex steroids as it is. So those kind of hormones which are also taught to you in that particular topic of human reproduction, I have also considered those while I was talking about the questions, while I was considering the questions from this particular chapter. That is why the questions of placental hormones and all these things, see here you can see LH and FSH, all these things, and inhibin. Okay, inhibin is produced by the follicular cells of the ovary as well as testis, also testis and ovary. In both males and females you can get this. So basically what I've done is that I have clubbed these two chapters together. So when I take class in this particular topic, when I discuss these concepts with you, I would like to have a good overview of the actions of the hormones that you are going to learn in 12th standard also, so that you'll get a complete picture of what all hormones that you are supposed to learn. Right now, if you talk about in 2018, there are certain questions based on the derivation of hormones. See, in 2016 also you can see this tryptophan and its derivatives. Okay, amino acid derived hormones. Which are the following is an amino acid derived hormone? Which are the following is a tryptophan derived hormone? Melanin, melatonin, serotonin. These are examples of tryptophan derived hormones. Okay, melanin is derived from tyrosin. Now, osteoporosis is another concept that is there. Now, which of the following hormones have an important role in osteoporosis? All these things are asked here. And in 2019 and 20, in these two consecutive years, they have asked a question that is match the following with respect to hormones. Okay, so match the following was given. I think that is based on the hormone and its disease, which is associated with increased production or decreased production of the hormones. So on one side you have the hormone, on the other side they will give you the disease associated with the hormone. You are supposed to match it. In 2016, see, this match the following question was very much interesting. They were asking you to match the hormones with the antagonistic hormones. Like insulin decreases the blood sugar, glucagon increases the blood sugar. FSH has one function, inhibin has the opposite effect of FSH. So these antagonizing hormones, those hormones which have the opposite effect, have to be matched. So this was, I can say, more or less a very conceptual question and a tough question. So thus we are left with no choice but to understand this concept in detail, understand this chapter in detail, and try to learn it in the best way possible. So being a medical student, what I feel difficult is to actually remember all the important effects of hormone. So let us try to be more conceptual in this. Let us try to combine all the important effects that are there to whatever extent that is required at your level. So we'll do that in the best way possible. And I would humbly request you to revise this time and again, so that this will be engraved in your mind, that you will not feel any confusion when they ask you all those conceptual based questions that they are normally having a trend of asking in this particular examination. So let's go to the next video where we'll be starting this discussion of this particular chapter in great detail. Thank you.